They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cowboys will kick it away first. End zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for space. It's Green. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Third and short, they'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ole Miss! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking for a deep man. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
3rd down and long is the hardest down to execute in football, but this offense made it look easy. Nice job being aggressive, making the big play down the field, and now set up in a position where they can go get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Under fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Rushes on him. Lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
Not all DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Making side adjustments here. Power football with the run. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. That's caught. It's Ferguson. Got some room, entered the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. He's got it down the middle. Still on his feet at the 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage and got it out to the 41 with a first down. we're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
14, Oklahoma.
They've got a first down here to open the period. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Taylor wants to throw. The quick out. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play. They'll try the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were turning it on. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Taylor wants to throw. With the catch, it's Odom.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking for a crease, it's Green. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Trying to get behind the defense. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the running back from the shotgun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down, and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down and run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell he drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The DBs will back off a bit. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ball that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they turn it into a defensive score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays. He gets points out of it.
That ball scoots through the back of the end. And it'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the...
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Got a man, it's Odom. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Third down play from the gun. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. What a play, not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back with you.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it. put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go back to the air on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the misconnection on the first attempt, see if he gets a little looser.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Punt is on its way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Going to the ground.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. The short hands, it's Lopez. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game one. Blowout win looking like in game two. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. They'll run this play from the pistol. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Got a little space.
Returner brings it out to the 42. And your Oklahoma State Cowboys will take over 1st and 10.
Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
The Cowboys come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the Cowboys have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. A chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. James Madison is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 31 to Pittsburgh. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.